May 20th, 2023. Daily Bread. Passage, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 1 to verse 14. Key verse 14. Title, Consider what God has done. A good name is better than fine perfume, and the day of death better than the day of birth. It is better to go to a house of mourning than to go to a house of feasting. For death is the destiny of everyone. The living should take this to heart. Frustration is better than laughter, because a sad face is good for the heart. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of pleasure. It is better to heed the rebuke of a wise person than to listen to the song of fools. Like the crackling of thorns under the pot, so is the laughter of fools. This too is meaningless. Extortion turns a wise person into a fool, and a bribe corrupts the heart. The end of a matter is better than its beginning, and patience is better than pride. Do not be quickly provoked in your spirit, for anger resides in the lap of fools. Do not say, "Why were the old days better than these?" For it is not wise to ask such questions. Wisdom, like an inheritance, is a good thing, and benefits those who see the sun. Wisdom is a shelter, as money is a shelter. But the advantage of knowledge is this: wisdom preserves those who have it. Consider what God has done. Who can straighten what has been made crooked? When times are good, be happy. But when times are bad, consider this: God has made the one as well as the other. Therefore, no one can discover anything about their future. Daily Bread message. God has made both the good and bad times that we experience throughout life. We naturally desire happy times. Happiness and comfort can sometimes even become an idol. But bad times and difficulties are when we can acquire wisdom and have a proper perspective about God and our earthly life. The wise understand that death, mourning, and fasting are all like bad tasting medicine that is very good for our hearts. These bad times teach us about our morality and that we ultimately need God to save us from death. Frustration and rebuke are further opportunities to gain wisdom and to sober our hearts. The wise must also guard their hearts. The wise are encouraged to be patient, not easily provoked to anger, but to see a matter to the end, for that is how the wise grow in wisdom. Although acquiring and growing in wisdom is hard, it preserves those who have it. True wisdom and a sober heart leads us to God. When times are good, we are encouraged to be happy, but God has made bad times too. He is in control of both. As you experience bad times, turn your heart to God. You cannot foresee what God will do with it, but you can trust that God's sovereign plan is working for your good. Prayer. Father, thank you for good and bad times. Grow me in wisdom and faith in you. One word: God has made good and bad times.